What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Stev Plays Games YouTube video. Welcome back to episode 6 of the Drivers' Championship series here on F1 25. As you can see, we have a little secret meeting. We're just going to get right into it. I don't want to waste anybody's time. But here, we're meeting with Aston Martin. If you're new to the series, we like the idea of potentially going to Aston Martin, potentially winning a driver's championship with Aston Martin. I like the idea. I'm going to continue the talks. I like the idea of being a driver at Aston Martin next year.
Been scouring the socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone else. And the meeting went well, too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.
Thank you, Elena. Very much appreciate that. We're going to go ahead, look at the R&D chart here. And we're going to get the beam wing going. And I ain't got anything else. And we're just going to advance straight in to Imola. Like, pretty sure I still don't have enough. Yeah. So we're just going to get right into the race weekend. And I will see you guys in qualifying. Don't believe that there is a sprint this weekend. So I will see you guys in quali. Yes, guys, welcome back as we get into my first flying lap here in quali. Already not having a great start. We're a little jumpy, a little slidey coming into this first turn and getting the lap started. And I don't know what it was about this Haas. Well, and I can't even say the Haas because, as you'll see throughout this episode, you'll just have to keep an eye out on Ollie Behrman. But me, myself, and I not doing a very good job going around Imola. I don't know what it was, but it's definitely not my most preferred track. I don't know why. It's not very... I don't know. I don't know what it was about this track, but I don't know it like other tracks. But I just wasn't getting the speeds that I needed into turns, I think. Like, as you can see right here, just wasn't on the brakes at the right time. Wasn't turning the car in at the right time. And then I biffed it. And that's not what you want to do. And so you hit the rewind button. We get back into it. We see what we can do. A lot better job right there. But I think I just wasn't carrying enough speed into corners. I wasn't not turning, but I wasn't braking at the right times. Like, I think there, maybe a little bit early. But it was what it was. And so I wasn't pushing the car to its full limits. I feel like at certain turns, and then at other turns I was pushing it too far past the limits. And so was a bit of a struggle here at Imola, here in Q1, but we're going to see if we can get out of Q1, see what we can do. That's the goal. As long as I'm in this Haas, the goal will always be to get out of Q1. Anything further than that is a plus in my opinion. And so we place it in 12th. I'm silent because I can't remember if I went for a second lap or not. I think I did just stick it because I liked seeing in the top right just how much I'm taking off my time. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little gauge. And so coming into the hairpin, we're losing time realistically, and just seeing what we can do on the second lap. I think after this we're just gonna call it good on Q1, see what happens. If I get out, I get out. If I don't, I don't. But again, losing time on turn. See, we've lost a whole 10th there on that turn. And I'm sorry, I'm spacing on the name of the turn. I have the notes. But anyways, as you can see, going up a whole second, and I've decided, nope, we're gonna cut that and just bring it in to the pits. And coming out for what is going to be an attempt at an actual second run. Just coming in here and seeing what we can do. Hopefully going to put the car above 20th. That's all I'm asking. That's all I want to do. I'd like to not be in last place. I'd like to start not in last place, in the back of the grid. As we come in to Tamburello and absolutely screw that turn up. But coming in this time, and we're gonna see if I can do any better. And see, I feel like through Tamburello, I wasn't as confident as I needed to be on the throttle, and especially through there as well, not good on the throttle and the brakes especially. I felt like I wasn't hitting as I biff it in the hairpin, but through here I feel like I was not, like, that braking spot I wasn't getting correct, and so I just, like, I don't know what it was. But in real life, watching the race, you know, watching Lando Norris, like, freaking almost flat out, or what looked like flat out through that turn. I was not doing that in this Haas, let me tell you what. It's also a video game, but but I was almost trying to do that, forgetting that I'm in a Haas, not being able to do that, and it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. You know, I was over here trying to replicate what I'm seeing on the TV, and I just wasn't. I just wasn't, because I'm not a racing driver. And so that's okay though. But we're gonna see, coming here into Ravitsa, I believe, and still we've lost too much time. We've made no gains, and just placing it in 20th, it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. And honestly, we're gonna hope that the Haas management and the Haas engineers aren't gonna have my my butt cheeks when I get back to the garage.
Welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters wearing red today, and they've all turned out for what we're expecting will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track, 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Piastri, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Tsunoda, Albon, Fernando Alonso, and Pierre Gasly, Lawson, Hülkenberg, Ollie Behrman, and Bortoletto, Stroll, Hadjar, Carlos Sainz, and Jack Doohan, Antonelli, and Sunshine. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today is a man who...
Now, I know this isn't where we wanted to start this race.
All right,
but given
guys.
We're back here at
You've
the back of the
seen
grid. It means there's an opportunity to move forward.
the grid
I've seen you guys
lineup.
back in the day. Let's go and do it again.
And you've seen that I'm in last place, and absolutely pitiful. It's an absolutely inexcusable performance here in qualifying from me. but we are at the back of the grid, and we're just going to hope and pray that we can not finish in last place. That's the goal. That's the hope. But Imola, not a great track for the Haas, for me. And so we're just going to get into this race. We're going to see what we can do. I'm showing you that I am a cool guy, and I do some burnouts. I do weave around the track a little bit. And not every time do my tires come up cold, but we get to the 5 red lights, and we're off. It was a very long wait. They were really testing our hand-eye coordination right there. As we race down, the engineer is telling me that the internal combustion engine is down and we are losing power. And honestly, maybe that was part of the reason that for what happens throughout this race. Maybe the internal combustion engine, maybe there was something there. And so we're just going to see what we can do. We're going to hope that we don't have to DNF because of the ICE, but we're going to just hop right in here, try and stay as close to Antonelli as we can. But as you can see, I have no get up and go. There's no throttle. I have no straight line speed. I mean, and all of these guys are off the blocks and off the turns so quick. And I'm losing. I'm already 0.8 down, and that's crazy. And so, what it's looking like right now is not going to be a great race, a great performance, and a great result. But we're just going to see what happens as we're coming here and we're looking at Charles Leclerc coming here into Tamburello, looking for a move on Max Verstappen. Is he going to get it done? Max got the elbows out, made Charles dip into the grass, but Charles says, hey, I brought my lawnmower. I'm not afraid to dip into the grass here for a little bit. But also, I'm just going to go to the other side. I'm going to get this move done. And so Charles Leclerc into second place over Max Verstappen as we jump ahead into lap 3, because there's not a whole lot going on for me. That kind of rhymed a little bit, but we're a little bit closer to Antonelli. We're feeling a little bit better. We see my rival up there, Isaac Hadger. He's also a little bit closer to myself as I'm dipping it into the gravel. But trying to stay as close as I can to Antonelli, to the back of the pack right now. And just, again, I have no straight line speed. I'm losing so much time. And we have a caution flag as I go ahead, have to hit the rewind button because I did not go into that turn very, very good at all. But we hit the rewind button. We get back into it. We still have the caution flag. We come in to this turn. And Carlos Sainz. Something has happened to Carlos Sainz. He is out of the session. As I give Antonelli a little kiss in the back of the grid, starts to pack up, and I give a little pass on Antonelli. There in Ravizia, I believe, is what those turns are. But Antonelli has the DRS, also has more straight line speed, and is trying to get a move done on me into Tamburello. But I stay in front of Kimi Antonelli. We keep that move done. We stay happy, we stay good. But that pressure from Antonelli making me dip into the gravel, miss my braking points. But we hit the rewind button, we get right back into it. Again, feeling the pressure from Antonelli. I know he's right there, I know he's breathing down my neck. Well, dang. This turn proving to be a menace to myself. But you see, showing you the rewinds to let you know how many rewinds I am using and to let you know how real this is, you know. as I smack into the back of Isaac Hadger there, and we hit the rewind button. But still, just trying to learn, trying to figure out what the expectations are from the AI, from myself. And now wanting to get a move done on Isaac Hadger, since he is my rival right now. We'd like to beat this rivalry. As I'm having a little look at my front brake bias and my differential. I think I changed my differential here. I do. We changed it down to 25. Why? Don't know. I chuckle because when starting this game, knew what it did. Right now, can't think of what it does. But like in the moment, you know what it does. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. But still, keeping ahead of Kimi and Tonelli right now, feeling the pressure, also wanting to pass Isaac Hadger. So, we missed the breaking points into Tamburello. We hit the rewind button, and we get it done correctly this time. And I sit there and I say, Kimi Antonelli, but looking at that little look back that I had, we have a decent, I mean, we're 5/10, 4/10 ahead of him. It's not the worst case scenario, but we jump ahead here into lap 5 as we're taking a look here at Fernando Alonso, Nico Hulkenberg, and Liam Lawson all getting in a fight. Fernando Alonso, he's like, I'm done. Y'all are fighting. I'm going to go right off into the sunset. But Nico Hulkenberg gets the move done on Bortoleto and keeps his teammate and Liam Lawson behind him. It was a nice little scrap there into Tamburello as we jump into what I'm doing here. Or actually, sorry, we jump ahead into lap 6. As Kimi Antonelli gets a move done on me, but I'm not quite finished with him yet, or am I? I am. And at the same time, Charles Leclerc is getting a move done on Max Verstappen to go and move back into second place. As we jump ahead a little bit into lap 7, because not much really happened, as the leaders, except for Lando Norris, are jumping into the pits. Taking a little look, I myself am not going into the pits. We stay out for another lap on my medium tires before I go on to softs, and hoping that this would maybe do me good. You know, I see that I'm in, as I spin it, touch the curb and get on the throttle a little too soon there. I spin it. But seeing that, I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, you know, the soft tires would give me something. A quick pit stop would maybe give me something. I don't know. We're hoping, we're praying, we're playing strategy, and hoping that the soft tires can do something. I am absolutely trying to drive the rails off of this car right now because I want to get to the pits as soon as possible. That is the goal. That is the mission. Get to the pits as soon as possible so that I can maybe have some sort of not finishing in last place moment. But we're going to see what I can do on this in lap as I hit the functional drink button and get some water.
Pit now.
Coming in. That is the end lap. We're going to hit the pit lane now, and we're going to hope and pray, like I said, that we can have a quick stop and that we don't end up in last place. Because as much as the soft tire is good, I don't think it is that good. But we are going to see, coming in, we have a 2.3 second stop getting out of the pits. But yes, as you can see, 15th place right now. But we have the back of that grid coming up
Okay, stay clear of the white line
to the
at
pit exit,
Receive a penalty
and I
for dangerous
am
driving
back in last
across the
place.
track.
Not happy. Back in last place with having a 2.5 second gap ahead of me. That's not what you want at all. So we jump ahead into lap 10 as Lando Norris is fighting with Verstappen to get the lead. Charles Leclerc also coming up from the behind. We're going to take a look at the driver cam. Lando Norris gets the move done on Max Verstappen. But wow, what a little fight there for first place with the top three. That is what you love to see. And trying to incorporate some of these replays into the episodes, but as you can see, we jump even more ahead into lap 14 because not much has happened for my race. Not much has happened in general for this race. It's just a back and forth on that long straight into Tamburello. Lots of DRS fighting. You get the idea. I'm sure you get the idea. And so there's only so much of it that we need to see, but there also was only so many great fights worth showing. And so I'm coming in using the DRS, the overtake on the straight into Tamburello. I am about to use a rewind. Don't worry, folks. I don't know how to drive without a front wing, but we're going to come in here, use that rewind. And I'm trying to, we're going to see. I know Gasly was wanting to, to play some defense. And so I'm trying to keep that in mind. And I'm using this moment as well as a moment to learn some offensive moves, if you will. You know, learn some of those dummy moves. Let me start right, go left. You know, let me start left, go right. Let me, I don't know. You know, I don't know what the, and also, you know, there are some rules. Granted, the F1 game doesn't necessarily enforce those rules, if you will. And some of the rules are more, you know, like baseball rules. You know, when you're 3-0 up, maybe that pitcher's throwing one straight down the middle. You're not hitting a tank. You know what I mean? Gentlemen's rules. You know what I mean? Some of those rules, I don't maybe know because I'm not the nuanced driver yet. You know. But anyways, I'd like to know because I'm like, can I go left, right, if I'm trying to do a move? You know what I'm saying? Really put off that guy trying to defend me, because I do know that the defender, if you're defending in F1, it said that you can only do one move. And so, anyway, sorry. Side note, long tangent, as we're coming towards the end of the race, as I'm just trying not to finish in last place. That's my goal, that's my aim, that's my MO. Everything that I'm trying to do right now is to not end up in last place. I dip into the grass because I brought my lawnmower. Gasly goes ahead and passes me, and I said, hey, that's perfectly fine with me. I wanted you to pass me right there because I personally wanted the DRS into this turn, because I knew I could keep Gasly behind me for the rest of the race, and that we would pass the finish line before he's really being able to use DRS, overtake, things of that nature. So my goal was to get the move done. I get the move done. And that's having track knowledge. Now, in the past, I've been like, oh, I screwed up Gasly, I'm going to hit the rewind button. I didn't feel like I screwed Gasly up right there. Correct me. And also, the F1 universe might have corrected me right there. But you can correct me down in the comments down below. If I messed Gasly, I felt like I was giving him enough room, giving him plenty of room. I was ahead in the apex. I was in front of him. At that point, he should probably be backing off the gas a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But even then, I felt like I gave him enough room. So I didn't hit the rewind button for him. I hit the rewind button for me after I spun it, trying to turn in too much, but didn't hit the rewind button for Gasly because I didn't feel like anything was my fault on Gasly. So get that move done. We keep my life going. We keep my car racing. And as you can see, Max Verstappen winning the Imola Grand Prix here in the F1 2025 video game universe. Steph Plays Games universe. But we didn't finish in last, but you might as well put us in last, you know? As the great Ricky Bobby once said, if you're not first, you're last. And we were not first today, so we're just going to have to take one out of Ricky Bobby's playbook and finish him first next race, maybe. But that'll do it for this race. Finishing 18th position, the Haas did not feel, in my hands, it didn't feel very good. Ollie Behrman might have something different to say post-race. But yeah, that is going to do it for me for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Trying to cut down the episodes a lot more, but also add in some of those F1 replays and moments like that just to add something different. So let me know if you guys liked it. This is obviously, we're honing the editing skills, and so stick with the journey, stick with what I have coming. But I really appreciate everybody tuning in to today's episode. That was Imola, 18th place, not what we want here in the Haas, which is why we're maybe looking to go to Aston Martin. But just stay tuned to find out if we do go to Aston Martin. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Do not forget to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Any constructive criticism you might have or any video games you'd like to see me play, leave it down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace!